when we came on, we talked about Trump's rally tonight, and we know that he will be announcing his vice presidential pick in the next few days. Senator Rubio will be there. There's also a couple of contenders in the past few days seem to be looking like more potential. Governor Doug Burgum or Senator J.D. Vance. What's your thought on who would make the best vice presidential pick, and how much of Joe Biden's issues right now do you think should weigh in on Trump's decision?
Well, I think it's obvious that when you look at the Republican Party right now, we have so much talent. The President Trump, has literally a kind of an embarrassment of riches that there's so many great choices to be vice president. I'm partial to Ben Carson. He's one of the nicest people you'll ever meet. He's incredibly brilliant. But whether it's J.D. Vance or Rubio or Governor Burgum or anyone else on the list, the Republic is going to be better off than they are currently with Joe Biden and, quite frankly, an incompetent Kamala Harris. She was named the border czar, and what happened? The border got flooded. The border became overrun. Fentanyl is, polluting our kids, killing our kids. Our streets, the streets are no longer safe because of crime. Why? Because Kamala Harris is incompetent, and if she happens to be their pick to replace Joe Biden, we're going to beat Joe Biden and we'll beat Kamala Harris.
Yeah, you mentioned the crime. 100 people were shot in Chicago over the weekend. That's, of course, the same city hosting the Democratic National Convention in a few weeks. And Mayor Brandon Johnson, the Democrat, tried to compare it to something with Richard Nixon. I mean, clearly there's a big issue there, and we look towards the Democratic National Convention. Do you think it will be Joe Biden on the ticket, or do you think they will try to swap him out?
Well, I think that his debate performance, I think they put him out there intentionally to let him fail because they couldn't just take him off of the ballot. So now what they have to do is sell it to their donors, their voters, the Democratic Party establishment that, hey, we've got to replace this guy. And why? Because they know he's going to lose. They know he can't win. And so the question is will the electorate, will their donors allow Kamala Harris? Look, the best candidate that the Democrats have is Michelle Obama. It doesn't appear that she's interested in doing it, so their fallback is going to be Kamala Harris. And again, she barely can string two sentences together without being incoherent. She's as bad off as the president for different reasons, but again, her polling numbers are atrocious. I think Donald Trump wins regardless, whomever they put forward.